Good morning and win today, viewers. You're right here from the Emmanuel TV studio for another wonderful episode of My TBJ Moments. I'm Jamila and with me is Isaac.
I'm Isaac Moses. This is going to be an inspirational time whereby our guests share their moments with Prophet TB Joshua. And today, of course, will not be any different.
Yes, we're going to learn more. And today's topic is all about our relationship with Christ Jesus.
Yes, just like the man of God always says, that Christianity is not about the work we do, but about the relationship we maintain and the atmosphere that is produced by that relationship.
Yes, and as he also said that what we do for Christ is only a reflection of our relationship with God. So let us learn more about, Christianity and our relationship in the sermon title, Christianity is a Relationship by Prophet TB Joshua. So viewers, be blessed and learn as you listen.
This is the message for you today. Christianity is a relationship. My proof text shall be taken from the book of Matthew 22. And Jesus answered and spoke to them again by parable and said, verse 2, the kingdom of heaven is like a certain king who arranged a marriage for his son. Verse 3, and sent out his servant to call those who are invited to the wedding. And they were not willing to come. Take note of that. That is unwilling. Verse 4, again he sent out other servants, saying, tell those who are invited, say, I have prepared my dinner. That is all necessary. I will take you to our proof text now, verse 37. Jesus said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment. Wow. Back to the title, Christianity is a relationship. Relationship exists where there's love. The kind of relationship I'm talking about has to do with love. Christianity is a relationship. It's not a religion. Jesus came to restore the fellowship and relationship between God and man. Take note of that fellowship. Where there's relationship, fellowship. Where there's fellowship, relationship. Where there's relationship, there's love. Ministry does not begin with a relationship with people. It begins with a relationship with God. And that relationship overflows to people. When you have a relationship with people, you must know where that relationship flows from. First to God, then to human being. The main thing about Christianity is not the work we do, but the relationship we maintain. And the atmosphere produced by that relationship. What we do for God is only a reflection of the relationship we have with God. If we want to be able to do great things, we need to have a great relationship. Going by that text in John 21, I take it back about Peter. Ministry does not begin with a love for people. It begins with a love for God. And that love overflows to people. So this message wants to tell you that you should stretch your life. Stretch it. If you say you love me, you must love God first. When everything seems to be confused, seems to be trouble everywhere, it is your love for Christ that can keep you going. What can separate me from the love of Christ? Can somebody answer me? Can sickness separate me? Affliction? Depression? Hardship? What can separate you from the love of Christ? Thank you, Jesus.
Welcome back, viewers. You have just listened to an inspirational sermon by Prophet TB Joshua. And like he said, if you want to do great things, you need to have a great relationship with God.
Indeed, and as he said, Christianity is a relationship, is not a religion. And I said, yes, if I want to do greater things, which means I need even a greater relationship with God.
Invariably, as man of God said in the sermon, you need to develop a relationship with God. And if you are able to do that, you'll certainly be a great man.
Indeed, and anything you do, you need to walk for Christ.
That's right.
And if you want to accomplish anything great in life, according to what Prophet TB Joshua said, your relationship with Christ Jesus needs to be a success. I want to move, I must move with Christ first. It seems like anything you want to do, God first.
God first. And if you imbibe that in your everyday life, there's no way you'd go wrong. All right, viewers, listening to that inspirational sermon by Prophet TB Joshua certainly takes us to the guest we'll be having, who will be sharing his special TBJ moment with us. Don't go away. All right, viewers, we're going to be introducing our guest. He's a Nigerian, Chibuzor Ezakunne. He's going to be sharing his TBJ moments with us. Hi, Chibuzor.
Thank you.
You're welcome to my TBJ moment.
It's a pleasure.
Sure. I understand you've known Prophet TB Joshua for a very long time. Now tell me, how long precisely have you known him?
I've known Daddy for more than 20 years.
Wow.
From construction site. I'm into construction as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
But then looking at you, you were quite young to have known Prophet TB Joshua for 20 years.
Yes. If you're Igbo man, you're supposed to understand. Like in our side, we do apprentice.
Okay.
But I started early, to be honest with you. I started around 11, 12 years, for you to understand.
Wow.
Yes.
So you knew Prophet TB Joshua even as far back as when you were an apprentice?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Tell us about it.
Daddy is like Christ-like, yes. If you follow Daddy way, you're not going to miss road. Because if you watch all his teaching and everything about him, you know that there is something special.
Yes, he is a special man. He is an amazing man. There's no doubt. Okay, now I want to know, how did you get to meet him? Because I know you have been following him on TV.
Yes.
But eventually, you had the privilege of meeting him. Was it in the course of coming to church for service, or was it in the course of working with him? Which one?
I've been praying to meet him 101. And when I come around, it's not that we talk about business. He prayed for me and he gave me some advice. Started from that day, I begin to see a lot of changes. You know, it's like the more you follow him, the more you see light.
I like that.
Yes.
The more you follow him,
the more you see the light of
that's
God.
right.
Yes.
So, if I may ask again, what was the experience? What was it like working with him?
When you come to work, you know, that is not the kind of person somebody tell what to do.
I know.
So he decide what he want. What God asks you to do, that is what he will do. So what I just noticed that he can just wake up, he want this. And when he say he want this, we go for it. I bring my professional opinion just to move forward. But all the ideas come from me.
Right.
Working with Daddy, I can't call it working. It's my spiritual director.
Right. Right.
He's my father. He gave me direction. It's not all about work. It's all about learning many things.
That's right.
Spiritually, physically. And the main thing I learned from him is humility.
Right.
Humility. To humble yourself. It makes me understand that no matter what you have in this world, there is nothing.
It's important to be humble.
Yes.
And that's one virtue everyone who has ever been on this show never failed to mention about the man of God.
Yes.
As a businessman, how has your knowing him impacted your business life? Because I do know that in business, there are lots of challenges in business. So how did you maneuver all these challenges as a young man as well?
There is challenges. Our daddy let us know that as long you live, there must be a challenge.
That's right.
Seriously, a lot. Because first, honesty, humility, trustworthy, you know, all those things is all the key that will help you to grow. And contentment.
And contentment.
Yes. And wait for God's time to.
God's time.
God's time is the best.
Yes. He says it a lot.
Yes.
God's time is the best.
Yes. If you watch our daddy, God gave him inspiration, right?
Yes.
So that means we tap from that grace.
Correct.
Like if you come to my place, if you see things I do, you wonder how come, how am I doing all this? How am I managing all those things? So that is God work. When we are tapping that inspiration from him, we are going deep, praying, you know, trying to live like him as well.
Yes.
Following the way, all his teaching. You know, the Bible said iron sharpen iron, right?
Yeah.
So from there, light will now keep coming up from your side. So that is it. So there is a lot of impact. In my business side, we have been moving forward.
Wow. After that 20 years, what has been the most impactful part you have experienced with him?
When I traveled with him to Israel with my wife.
Oh, you traveled with him to Israel?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We
That
went
is
to
awesome.
Israel with him. Yes.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. Seeing all those things that we are reading about in the Bible, it's a good experience.
So now, if you were to describe him, how would you describe him?
Daddy is somebody that talks in proverb. Like I remember during COVID-19, the world was doing a lot of construction. Even me, I'm worried as well. You know,
During the COVID days.
Yeah, during the COVID day. So I come to him, I said, Daddy, why can't we wait till after
COVID.
the COVID? He looked at me for some minutes. He tapped me at the back. He said, my son, Don't worry. It's well.
It's well.
It's well.
I like that. Wow. And talk about COVID days. You know, the man of God saw ahead.
That
He
is
saw COVID day way before it actually came to be. And he built this studio, and people didn't know why. He said there's going to come a time when church service will no longer be.
Yes, I was there.
And people couldn't quite understand where he was going. And like you rightly said, he speaks in parables.
Yes.
So, and when COVID-19 came, people were not allowed to move. People were in different confinements. People who are afflicted by COVID-19, he prayed for them through the screen, and they were healed. Now, that takes a lot of faith.
Yes. I remember when we are putting all these places in place, he called me again. That is something I will never forget again. That I can be coming here to pray. I come here to pray on my own.
Wow.
Yeah. So he gave me the opportunity. So whenever I'm just coming to, just come here. I have quiet time, then I go back.
Interesting. On a less serious moment, a more casual, jovial time, how would you describe it? Because I know he is not all serious.
Okay,
serious.
I understand where you're
Right.
going.
So,
yes.
Tell me.
When he come to joke, no, and he joke very well.
So
and he play very well.
Aha. Yeah?
No. That is a free person when he want to talk to you normally and.
All right. Okay. So, Patton, I want you to just describe him in your own terms. For a man like you who has known him from your boyhood days to your manhood days, how would you describe him as a final parting word?
Our daddy is like Christ-like.
Christ-like.
Yes.
Awesome.
That is why if you watch all his preaching, everything about him, somebody doesn't need to tell you.
Well, thank you, Chibuzor. I like the fact that you have known him from as far back as in your teenage,
Yes.
And now I know that the principles, the things you learned from him would never depart from you.
Yes. Even as I'm growing, I'm transferring everything on my children as well.
That's right.
Letting them know that come in this life, don't forget that there is time for everything.
Time for everything.
Yes.
That's
Even time to give account of what you did.
right. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very, very much for obliging us. That was quite inspirational coming from the guest, right?
Indeed, like a young man, like he learned from God and from Prophet TB Joshua. I really like what he said. Like, like when he said he would go and meet Prophet TB Joshua, he would go like me, I would say, as a child. He would just listen. He would not go as the businessman and talk. No, I like that. For me, it's humility.
Yes.
He learned a lot from Prophet TB Joshua. Like, yes, I say his life reflected Jesus Christ. And Prophet TB Joshua's life also reflected Jesus Christ. So anything Prophet TB Joshua was teaching him, he was just reflecting it. Prophet TB Joshua was humble, so he was. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
I do.
A good student, a good child to
That's
the father.
Right. In fact, when he gets in the presence of Prophet TB Joshua, he just sits back and listens.
And I said, Daddy, Daddy. Every time he was talking, mentioned just Daddy, Daddy, Daddy.
And I like the fact that whenever he's with Prophet TB Joshua, so he keeps soaking in everything he says. And that's quite remarkable.
And he was obedient. But, he's the man, I said, he owned this company. And he told the man of God, why are you ordering so much iron? And he said, no. Somebody else said, no, this is my job. I know what I'm saying. But
that's right.
he just remained quiet and said, okay, you want to order? And It's amazing. Also, like, this shows us that Prophet TB Joshua is a man of vision.
That's right.
Doing so much. It didn't make sense at that time.
No, he has really, no, the guy has built a strong relationship with Prophet TB Joshua. Whatever Prophet TB Joshua does is as the Spirit directs. And he has also learned that Prophet TB Joshua talks in parables.
Mm-hmm. I see you say proverbs.
Yes, he says proverbs, yes. So the thing is, he soaks in everything Prophet TB Joshua says to him. And maybe when he gets home, he kind of tries to review everything. But incidentally, he has passed on everything he's learned to his family. For a young man, aren't you impressed that a young man that age, he has kids or graduates, and he's passed on all he's learned over to his family. And up until today, that is still leading him. It's still guiding his everyday life, personal, social, and in business. Do you know?
Yes, and as you say, like, yeah, he had a great relationship with Prophet TB Joshua.
Yes.
All of this because of Jesus Christ.
That's
His
right.
love for Jesus Christ is what brought him to meet Prophet TB Joshua.
That's right. And honestly, it's quite remarkable meeting this young man, because a young man like that is not easy sustaining a marriage. What he has learned from Prophet TB Joshua has really impacted his life.
And it impacted mine also. It's very
Absolutely.
like for the new generation. You know, he didn't have an epileptic relationship with God and Prophet TB Joshua, but today he can still come here and stand and say, oh, he maintained everything, all the blessings, everything he learned.
That's right.
He's still a successful man by God's grace.
That's right. And reason for Prophet TB Joshua to invite him, all expense paid, to a crusade in Israel. Now that's saying something. That means Prophet TB Joshua really has high regards for the kid, for the young man, by inviting him to come and learn more.
Even though he was not in trouble.
No, he
He
wasn't.
was successful, but Prophet TB Joshua still paid his ticket.
That's
Like,
right.
You could feel the emotion when he was saying, like, man of God, is his daddy?
For him and his wife both joined Prophet TB Joshua on a crusade in Israel. That's really remarkable.
You know, Prophet TB Joshua said, you know, life doesn't begin with relationship with people,
That's
but
right.
with God. And then it overflows
Into
with
your
people.
relationship
You
with
cannot love
humans.
somebody first. No, you love God first.
First.
And the love then flows to you.
That's right. All right, viewers, I believe you have been inspired by the teachings of Prophet TB Joshua and by the guest we have had today on my TBJ Moment. And until same time, when we do come your way again, keep watching my TBJ Moments.